going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and since the release of the new March 31st, 2017 ban list, I've been getting a ton of 6 Samurai deck profile requests for the upcoming format. You guys are like, Sam, since the release of the new ban list, where's your 6 Samurai deck profile? Where's your deck profile, man? Sam, show us your deck profile that you're known for. Where's your 6 Samurai deck? And I'm sorry guys that it took me quite some time to showcase you guys this deck. It was because I've been playtesting this deck ever since the ban list was released, and I tried to incorporate new cards for this deck to be able to combat against the current meta as much as it can. You guys all know that 6 Samurai is my favorite deck of all time, and it's what the channel is known for. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. But before we get started with the deck profile, if you guys can go down there and smash that 500+ like button, that'll be absolutely amazing, guys, for more amazing deck profiles. Actually, since it's a 6 Samurai deck profile, 500s is nothing. Let's smash 1,000 likes on this deck profile. Let's see if you guys can do it. So without further ado, let's get started with this deck profile. Start with the monsters, guys. You guys all know that I love 6 Samurai so much. I'll explain to you guys all my card choices as I progress to the profile, of course. Start with the monster real quick. Start with the monsters. You want to play triple Kagemusha of the 6 Samurai. You guys all know that I always explain how important Kagemusha is in the 6 Samurai deck. Kagemusha basically prevents your 6 Samurai monster from being targeted. So basically what I mean by that is that during either player's turn, when exactly one face 6 Samurai monster you control is targeted by a spell card, trap card, or monster effect that could have target this card, you can activate this this effect. That spell and trap card or effect now targets this face-up card on the field instead. So for example, since Paleozoic is you know, a really strong deck in today's current format, and especially Trident is a very strong you know, card in today's meta game as well. Let's say that you have a first turn Shin on the board, okay, and your opponent has a Dynamiscus face down. Okay, what you can do is that you can normal summon Kagemusha to 6 Samurai. Okay, so you have this baby on the board. Your opponent is going to activate Dynamiscus to target your Shin. The reason why they activate this is because they want to try to bait out your Shin's negation. No one is going to activate, okay? No one is going to activate Dynamiscus just to target your Shin, hoping that your Shin wouldn't negate, okay? They're just trying to bait out your Shin. That's what 6 Samurai is all about. You have to know when to negate stuff. You have to know when's the right time to negate, when's the right time to read your opponents, that they're just trying to basically bait your negation. So Kagemusha basically solves that problem. So Kagemusha's effect will now activate to retarget Dynamiscus to Kagemusha, so that way that you can save your Shin's negation by not negating Dynamiscus, because most of the time, if Dynamiscus is being activated or like Canadia is being activated to target your Shin, they're just trying to beat out Shin's negation anyway. So Kagemusha will roll redirect Dynamiscus, and Dynamiscus will affect Kagemusha instead, so banishing the Kagemusha, of course, so that way that your Shin's negation will be saved. Double Elder of 6 Samurai, especially going second, this card is absolutely free, especially with this card from your hand. Essentially a Cyber Dragon when your opponent controls a monster and you don't, and it really gives you more counters to your Uniteds and things like that. And I really hope Gateway comes back really soon, because the OCG has Gateway and it's not really doing anything there in the OCG. So double Kageki. Kageki is really good because he unclogs your hand. When this card is normal summon, you can basically special summon a Kagemusha monster, Kagemusha, or like not Kagemusha, well, 6 Samurai monster from your hand. More like, you know, more than likely you're gonna special summon Kagemusha because you want to try to make your Shin play as quickly as possible. So Kagemusha is just really good, especially with Kageki. That's why Kageki is just so good. Unclogs your hand and basically helps you apply more pressure on the board by just bringing out another 6 Samurai monster to be able to access into single plays. It's just really amazing. Triple Kazan. This card is essentially like the Blackwing Bora of the deck for 6 Samurais. Helps you apply more pressure on the board and gives you access into rank 4 XC's plays, which is really amazing. And it's also an asceticism target for the 6 Samurai Sanji, which is really amazing. This card basically helps get rid of problematic monsters. Next, you want to play 1 Inishi. I always tell you guys that Inishi is the MVP 6 Samurai because this card is the compulsory evacuation device of the deck. You manage 2 6 Samurai monsters from your graveyard to basically bounce back monster from the field to the hand, which is really great. So a legendary 6 Samurai Inishi is really good. And another way that you guys can actually tutor Inishi out is through asceticism by targeting Kageki when Kageki is at 1700. So Inishi is just really great for that. Next, you want to play the 1 Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai. Grandmaster is really good. He's your level 5 free special summon of the deck while you control 6 Samurai monster. I want to recommend playing multiple copies of Grandmaster because 1, it can help you brick. Okay, it actually can help you brick, guys. You guys don't want to see multiple copies of this card in your hand, and this card is really good. Has the effect that if this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can basically add 1 6 Samurai monster from your graveyard to your hand. So let's say that your opponent were to bottom list this card, Grandmaster will activate to basically add a 6 Samurai monster for your graveyard to your hand. As long as this card is destroyed by a card effect, you you can add a 6 monster from your graveyard to your hand. If this card gets Solemn Warning, you can add a 6 monster from your deck to your hand. Not your deck, from your graveyard to your hand, which is really good. Because the effect says that if this card is destroyed by a card effect, you know, let's say that your opponent were to somehow use a card effect that destroys a card in your hand, and you happen to destroy Grandmaster. Grandmaster will still trigger because it was destroyed by a card effect. And then yeah, so that's my explanation behind Grandmaster. You wouldn't want to play multiple copies because you can only control one Grandmaster anyways. And Grandmaster is also an asceticism target for Kazan. If Kazan is at 2100, you can activate asceticism on Kazan to special summon a Grandmaster from the deck, which is really amazing. I want to play one Spirit of Six Samurai. This is the new addition to the deck. This deck just feels super old school because of, like, you know, having cards like Spirit in the deck. Spirit is just really good in today's current meta because you want to try to make your Shin as big as possible. This card is your basically if you have the Shion on board and you already have double-edged sword and things like that, you can activate Shion Smoke Signal, search Spirit of Six Samurai, summon it, equip to Six Samurai Shion, and Shion basically becomes a 3000 beater, which is pretty big. And anytime that it would destroy a monster, you basically get to draw one card. And of course, if the equipped monster would be destroyed, you can destroy this card instead. So if Shion were to get destroyed by card effect or anything, you can basically activate Spirit to destroy you know, Spirit of Six Samurai instead. So that's pretty much it for the monsters. Let's go off to your spells. For the spells, you guys want to play triple Shion Smoke Signal. Really amazing, guys. Smoke Signal is just really great. Searches out all your 6 monsters, one reinforce of the army, searches out the entire deck. Triple Six Samurai United, okay, really amazing. This card is essentially your pot of greed for Six Samurais. Triple Asceticism of Six Samurai. This card basically helps you OTK, and it helps you gives access into the Tree Beast. It helps you give access into, you know, your synchro plays, and also helps bring out monsters to apply more pressure on the board, so that way that you can potentially just OTK your opponent. And last but not least, for our spells, we want to play one Regeki and one Soul Charge to round off on monster lineup. And Soul Charge is really good, especially going first. If you can make Shion and then that beast, you're pretty much in a really great position. So if you open up, like, you know, Akagemusha, Asceticism, and Soul Charge, you have first turn Nat Beast and first turn Shion, which is very powerful against most decks in today's meta. Let's go off to our traps. Guys, traps is probably the most important aspects in playing Six Samurais, because Six Samurais lose to battle and also lose to monster effect. And in today's meta, you do not want to play OTK Six Samurais like you can back in the day, because back in the day you had Gateway, you had other cards that basically help you OTK your opponent faster. But now you also got a lot of decks like Paleozoic and like a lot of control decks that basically controls, you know, slowly beat you down by controlling the game. So definitely you want to play more of a heavy trap lineup in Six Samurais, is because you want to play control Sams, summon Six Samurai Shion, summon Nat Beast, protect them, and just basically slowly deal damage to your opponent. So that's the correct way to play Six Samurai nowadays, to basically stun your opponent and basically just slowly beat your opponent down with Six Sams slowly with the monsters that you have on the field, and also using revival traps like Double-Edged Sword and also cards like Asceticism to basically just OTK your opponent. So let's go up to our traps real quick for our protected battle traps. Oh my goodness, triple Stormy Mirror Force. Shion easily lose to battle because 2500 isn't big anymore. So Stormy Mirror Force just basically helps get rid of those problems that Shion had. So Storming is just really good overall. Okay, and the new addition to the deck, holy moly, triple Lost Wind. Okay, guys, you guys all know I am a fan of Phoenix Shane, but with Twin Twisters and Oleanoids running around, Lost Wind is just definitely really versatile in today's metagame. Lost Wind is essentially you are playing 6 Phoenix Shanes in a deck, because once you already resolve one Lost Wind and your opponent would special summon an extra deck monster, Lost Wind automatically comes back, giving you another access into next turn into using it again. And Lost Wind is such a great battle trap, okay, that Six Samurais, as I told you guys before, Six Samurais sucks in battle. So Lost Wind is a great battle trap because when your opponent attacks your Shion, you can declare, you know, ask your opponent if, to go into damage step. Damage step, they have no response, activate Lost Wind, that monster will attack will become half and their effects will be negated, and then Shion can just easily run over it. Especially with Spirit of Six Samurais equipped to Shion, you basically get to draw one card, which is really amazing. So Lost Wind is just a really overall an amazing card in today's meta. Really good, way better than the Phoenix Shane in my personal opinion, because Lost Wind can constantly come back, and then you can activate it, you know, again to basically stop your opponent monster from activating their effects. It negates the effects, and also it halves their attack permanently, which is really powerful. Double Solemn Strike, one Solemn Warning. You guys all know the standard Solemn engine. Okay, triple Double-Edged Sword. This card is like the best card in the deck, because what you can do is that you can basically make your first turn Shion, set Double-Edged Sword. If you have Double-Edged Sword, you're pretty much lit. Okay, set your Double-Edged Sword, have Shion with your other back rows pass on your turn, activate one Double-Edged Sword, make another Shion, okay, activate another Double-Edged Sword, make a Nat Beast. So you essentially have unlimited spell negations and also, you know, 2 trap card negations activations during your turn, which is really, really powerful. Double-edged sword allows you to pressure your opponent and also allows you to bring more monsters on the field, giving you access to a lot of synchro plays, which is really great. So double-edged sword is one of your best revival trap cards in the deck to basically help OTK and apply a lot of advantage and pressure against your opponent. So double-edged sword is really amazing for that. And last but not least, you want to play the one backs to the wall. Oh my goodness, guys. Card is essentially the second soul shard of the deck. You do not want to activate this card when you have 8,000 life points. If you guys know what backs to the wall is you basically you pay till you have 100 life points, special summon as many 600 monsters from your graveyard with different names as much as possible. So let's say that you're in a losing situation where you have like, you know, 500 life points or like 1,000 life points. You're paying 900 life points to special summon as many 600 monsters as possible. Summon Ishian, summon, you know, Kazan, you know, Kagemusha, Kageki, and Inishi. You know, go overlay into your XCs, synchro summon into Barkion. Like, you have so many resources at this point. If you're able to back to the wall for 5, you can make Barkion and Xian. You can do so many things with that board. You're pretty much already going to win the game anyways. Backs to the wall is one of your last resource cards. Like, you know, if you're about to lose, activate backs to the wall, especially when all those monsters in defense, and basically what is it called, protect you from you know, from dying, which is really good. So backs to the wall is really great in the deck, helps apply a lot of pressure, and basically just gives you an overall advantage. If you're already in a losing situation, backs to the wall will not hurt you in any way. You know, using this card has given me so many positive results, so many, you know, good results so far, and it actually never has you know, literally killed me before. Most of the time, if I'm activating and resolving backs to the wall, I'm pretty much gonna win that turn anyway. So this card is like an OTK aspect of the deck, and it's able to just help just kill your opponent right away, and giving you access to 5 monsters, 600 monsters, giving you access to a lot of different single plays. It's just really, really powerful. So backs to the wall is just an amazing card in today's 6 Samurai version, and I always play this card throughout all the versions so far, and it's been working really, really well for me. And trust me, guys, I've play tested this deck for quite some time, and I know this deck, you know, just the back of my hand, backs to the wall is just really beneficial in the deck. And that's 39 cards from our last card. You want to play 1 save zone. My logic behind save zone is that you protect your Xian, protect your Nat Beast save zone, pretty much in a good position. Basically save zone with anything is just really good in the deck, especially protecting your Xian. And save zone can also be used as another stall tactic of the deck. What you can do with save zone is that, let's say your opponent, you have two cards set, one is save zone, and your opponent activates Twin Twister to try to get rid of your back row. You can activate save zone, chain save zone to one of your opponent's monster, Twin Twister will resolve, save zone will go to grave, and then save zone will destroy that monster that was equipped to save zone, which is really, really good. So save zone is just a really good card overall, and I still think that it's a really good card in today's meta game. So save zone in 6 Samurai is pretty good. You guys don't have to play this card, but that's just my personal preference. You guys can play whatever you guys want in your own deck. You guys can have your own ratios, all up to personal preference on what you guys want to play in your own deck. But that's pretty much it for your traps. Let's go off into your extra deck. Extra deck is really up to personal preference as well, but this is what I have to combat against today's format. Triple Dimensional Barrier, Triple Imperial Iron Wall against Infernoids, 1 Xyz Encore, double Anti-Spell Fragrance, really, really good against, you know, the Pendulum matchup. Double Dark Hole, double Twin Twister, and last but not least, double White Veil against the Paleozoic matchup. You equip this Shishian attack, you can negate anything, and then if it destroys an opponent monster by battle, wipe the back row that your opponent has. So this card is essentially a Heavy Storm. I remember when Alexis used this card, it was so bae. Man, I love Alexis. She's like one of my favorite anime characters of all time, actually. So White Veil, which is really, really good. For your extra deck is you guys want to play double 6 Samurai Xian. Really, really powerful. You guys don't know what Xian does. You don't want to play 3s because you actually never go into 3. So, you know, double Xian, your best synchro of the deck. Double the one Nat Beast and 1 Barkion, really, really amazing. Nat Beast, Spell Negator, Barkion, your Trap Negator, really good against Paleozoic. If you already have a lot of you know resources in your graveyard for Barkion, easily make this card against Paleo, and you're more than likely just gonna win. 1 Black Rose Dragon, really good. You can make it nuke the field. 1 Trish, you can make it with Kageki, Kazan, and Kagemusha. 1 Brio. What you can do with Brio is that you can activate Brio, ditch all your 600 monsters to the graveyard to bounce back cards to your opponent's hand, then activate Double-Edged Sword and bring them back, and then synchro into Xian, which is really good. So that's another way that you guys can have synergy with Brio. If you already have a lot of 3 monsters in hand, Double-Edged Sword, backs to the wall set, activate Brio, ditch all your cards, bounce back the cards, hopefully this doesn't get strike to D-Barrier, then activate Double-Edged Sword and just be like GG. So Brio is just really good for that. 1 Clear Wind Synchro Dragon because it's level 7, off to your Xyz, Abyss Dweller, Topia Package, Castell, 101, giant hand. Last but not least, want to play Korrigan, deal anti-luminous tonight. If you have this card on the board against Paleozoic, especially with Shin or Barkion, you're pretty much in a really good position. So Korrigan is just really good for that. And that's pretty much it for my 6 Samurai deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this deck. If you guys enjoyed this deck profile, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. 1,000+ likes for 6 Samurai deck profile. If you guys want to see more videos, make sure you guys let me know in the comment section below what deck profile you guys want to see next. And this is Sam from Team SamHamTV out. Alright guys, peace!